was reading the script, I loved the script. And that moment kind of, I said, yes, I want to do this. And I remember after the film, the creators of it said that it was the weakest written role on paper. And I said, really? Because I thought it was the strongest written, I thought it was the strongest role. But what everyone felt was it was the weakest written role, and it turned out to be one of the most important roles and a moment that's unforgettable. So I have to give it to Zoya. That moment was on paper.
It's a very, very special day. You've come to Delhi not for a shoot, but for something else. And there's a very interesting surprise that you have for all the viewers. Why don't you just reveal that?
Okay, so Dish TV tha, and now that Dish is going to be full of not just home food, but content and food from across the world. When I say food, I mean content. I mean entertainment from across the world. So Dish TV Smart Plus is coming to your home. Every home actually, in the villages, in the rural areas, in small cities, and it's going to bring you content from all across the globe.
Right.
And I think it's really exciting. I'm very excited about it because, like my mom still can't figure, or my mother-in-law still can't figure how to go to the OTT platform.
Right.
And they are watching television all the time. But now they don't have to depend on any of us. They just have to depend on their own remote controls.
Right, right. So, that's what the viewing experience has become a lot more simpler, and it's sort of, now catering to wider audience. You've been a director, you're a fabulous actor. Direction has happened. Production?
No. Out of
It's a
the
strict
question.
no. Why do you say that?
Because I'm incapable of doing it. I don't have a business mind. I really do not have a business mind. I have a creative mind and creative heart. So when it comes to any kind of script, any kind of projects, it's only that. I would be a terrible producer. I can just about, I just run my home. But besides that, that's Vipul's department.
When you're doing characters of different range, of very complex, very intelligent at the same time, how tough is it, for you to sort of maintain a proper balance between complexity and at the same time not being stereotypical each time you approach them?
So the reason I'm an actor is so that I can be very many people. So there's no point in repeating one person. And in fact, there's a wonderful example that I can give you. So we were doing some interviews, and this person was giving an answer. This other actor was giving an answer. And she said, 1 minute, Shefali has done Darlings, and she's done Jalsa. Both places, she's a lower middle class woman working in homes or cooking or whatever. Extremely fierce mom, protective mom, and she's a Muslim. But you don't even remember that because they're both such different people.
Right.
So that is, it depends on what the character is. See, it's not me who dictates the character, it's the other way around.
Right.
And that's why probably it's, I take it as a compliment when people say that they don't see Shefali, they see a Ruxana or they see a Shamshu.
And there's this Dil Dhadakando that you had done, and there's one sequence that I haven't been able to forget. You're just looking into the mirror and you're munching the cake. Oh my God, I had lumps in my throat. I'm getting goosebumps, as I'm speaking to you about that. Oh God, what a sequence. You don't say anything, you just look into the mirror, those eyes do all the talking, and wow, what went into creating that sequence?
Well, I have to be honest, that was on paper.
Okay.
That, in fact, that moment kind of, put it in, when I was reading the script, I loved the script. And that moment kind of, I said, yes, I want to do this. And I remember after the film, the creators of it said that it was the weakest written role on paper. And I said, really? Because I thought it was the strongest written, I thought it was the strongest role. But what everyone felt was it was the weakest written role, and it turned out to be one of the most important roles and a moment that's unforgettable. So I have to give it to Zoya. That moment was on paper. At the same time, I'm not trying to be modest and saying I didn't add to it or anything, but it was such a strong moment, and it's it's so strange. It's a juxtapose. It was a strong moment of an extremely vulnerable, emotional woman who's shattered, who's she's messed up, as messed up as all the cream on her face. You know.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah.
And one question that I definitely have to ask you is about Hasrate, and you played Savi. Here was this woman. I was a child. My mother used to watch that show. That time, there was a very strong woman on the small screen putting out a very strong message. How much has Savi sort of, also played in your journey? How much has that contribution been to your life?
Uh, it probably gave me a kickstart, but I don't. It's not been the turning point of my life.
It was more about like Seema.
Yeah, it
Kapoor
was
had-
it was a good show. It
Yeah.
was a good part,
Hmm.
and people really appreciated
Hmm.
and accepted the change because there was another actress playing it, and then I came in. But it's not something that changed my life, to say so.
Three of Us, did that change your life?
It changed. It gave me a different part to play. In everything I've done, it's been a strong woman. But in Three of Us, she's extremely vulnerable and fragile and delicate. She's and there's such beauty in vulnerability.
Yes, yes. And you exemplify that in the best way possible. You're in Delhi. How can we not get some information about Delhi Crime Season 3?
Well, we're going to. It's definitely going to be made. It's in process right now. When, how, what is it going to be about? We'll wait.
But we definitely get another incredible performance from you when it comes to Delhi Crime Season 3. Shefali, quickly about Delhi, each time you hear, there are beautiful memories, that you take back to Mumbai. I remember you had said in one of the interviews that when you were in Mumbai, you used to stay in a house that was rented. It wasn't your own, and you've now come to a place where you can own anything. How does it feel? How's the journey been so far?
Great.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I'm very happy for it. Touch wood. It's worked. Professionally, maybe I did not do as much and as soon as I could have. But I don't regret a lot of things because at that point of time, that Shefali at that age thought it was a wise decision. And well, it's too late to correct it.
Right.
So, but what I feel good about was that the first property that I bought was for my parents.
Wow, how cool is that?
I was like, yay, this is something I could do for them,
Yeah.
which is great. I mean, which is they are so happy about. So it feels great. I mean, it's you can't repay your parents ever, but it's just seeing them happy.
And as a mother of two young sons, what are you very strict, or are you like easygoing?
No, I'm
more like
easygoing. I'm easygoing, but I am the no parent.
Okay, you're the no parent. What do you mean by that?
Like I want this, and I'd be like, there's no need. And Vipul will be like, sure, get it. I want to do this, and I'd be like, I have a low, I have a middle class thinking which is intact, which I'm very proud of. So so there are certain things I'm like, where is the need for this? But Vipul is like, no, so he's become popular and I've become unpopular.
Among kids,
but I have to give it like my kids' friends, and they all want to come and hang out in our house. Because it's a cool house.
It's a cool house.
Yeah, and the kids say this as well, that all our friends keep saying that you are the coolest parents.
That's the coolest parent. But do you have any coolest friends in the industry?
Not very many friends in the industry. No.
Is it too tough to make that?
No.
Okay.
Maybe not. But I just, like one of my friends who's doing television, we started with theatre together. I know her for over 30 years now. So that's a very long-standing relationship. And of course, there are certain directors I'm friends with. But to say it's my strongest relationships, except, like I said, this friend of mine or, my team that works with me. No, I don't have. And it's nothing. I get along with everyone, but it's just not clicked on a level where you want to,
Right.